Thank you, Honorable Chair and committee members. My name is Representative Heath Howard. I represent the towns of Stratford and Barrington in Stratford District 4. I support HB 104 because the purpose of the National Guard is to defend our nation. To be blunt, I fail to see how deploying these troops overseas defends our nation without an official declaration of war. We have become accustomed to a practice that cuts corners and fails to meet basic constitutional requirements because it is in compliance with AUMF. Like my friend from Pelham had said, this cedes constitutional responsibility from Congress to the executive branch. This is about trying to ensure proper constitutional process is followed. In my opinion, funding concerns are speculative at best. In my life, I have never seen the federal government defund the military, and the placement of our federal delegation on the relevant committees to National Guard funding makes it extremely unlikely. We have infrastructure in this state that the federal government will not abandon. And I also do not believe that the federal government would abandon a state and refuse things like disaster aid. This legislation is not only anti-war and anti-authoritarian, but pro-constitutionality. And I think you should be placing the constitutional process first over shaky rumors about reduced funding. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative.
Thank you, Honorable Chair and members of the committee. My name is Representative Heath Howard. I represent the towns of Stratford and Barrington in Stratford District 4. When I was 16 years old, I broke my back. I had a L4 burst fracture. I had 4 rods and 8 screws put in. And because of that, I've always been exempt for the draft. I've never had to worry about having to fight in an overseas war, and it is never something that I would want to force upon others when I myself am not subject to that. Our veterans make such great sacrifices, and I think that we're very lucky to have a very robust voluntary force. And it is for those reasons that I'm in support of HB 55, because I don't think anybody should have to break their back in order to get out of military service or die in a war that they don't believe in. And I don't think that they should be punished for not consenting to the draft. Like my good friend from Pelham had said, you know, there are a number of restrictions that are placed on people when they object to submitting their draft card. It is something that I think is egregious and limits people's individual freedoms and liberties. I don't think that we really have a future need for the draft in our current geopolitical state, as the representative from Pelham had said. And I truly believe that this is something that will allow people to exercise their rights fully. Thank you so much. I'm open to any questions.